What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 216 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. Excuse me, all of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this: what is your all-time favorite old Yu-Gi-Oh card retrain? Let me know down in the comments below. And for today's video, we actually have a couple of retrains that will be released in Alliance Insight. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the booster set Premium Pack 3, this is actually a really weird set. And I'm actually going to show off. Let's see. Excuse me. Premium Pack 3. Here we are. Yu-Gi, let's see here. I want Yugipedia. Here we are. So if you guys are not familiar with the booster set Premium Pack 3, it was an it was actually an OCG product that was only available to obviously to the OCG, and it was released on August 10th, 2000. This was actually a pretty interesting set because you had some pretty cool cards, but you also had cards that were very interesting to say the very least. So I believe there were only 10 cards in the set. Yeah. There were only 10 cards in the set, if I'm right on this. Yeah, 10. There were only 10 cards, and they were as followed: Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Meteor Black Dragon, Firewing Pegasus, Trihorn Dragon, Sengenjin, Serpent Knight Dragon, Magician of Black Chaos, Gate Guardian, Meteor Dragon, and Black Magic Ritual. Out of all 10 of these cards, 2 of them got retrains in Alliance Insight, and they are Firewing Pegasus and Serpent Knight Dragon. What do I mean by that? Well, let's talk about those 2 new cards. First up, we have Serpent Knight Dragon, the Wicked Dragon. And it is a 7-star Dark Dragon with 2350 attack, 2400 defense, and the first effect is a once per turn. Which reads you can tribute 1 other dark monster from your hand or field, special summon this card from your hand. Second effect reads, when this card is destroyed by battle, you can target a monster your opponent controls, send it to the grave, then special summon this card. So you basically have yourself a Cyber Dragon and a Monster Reborn. Literally, it is a very it's a very interesting card. But funny enough, Red Eyes can actually abuse this card to its full potential because of the fact that if you have Red Eyes Black Dragon on board, you can literally tribute that special summon this card. Then if you have then if you have a way to summon out to summon out Red MD, you can actually bring it out by tributing one of your other dragons. Then use Red MD's effect to bring back Red Eyes, and then you essentially have yourself a way to summon out Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, which is a very annoying card to deal with, especially on Master Duel. It is very annoying to deal with, especially if your opponent plays that card with a bit of a burn strategy. It is very annoying, very annoying. So this is actually a really cool card, a cool way to make Red Eyes a bit more powerful. Though I still believe that Red Eyes could use its own structure deck, the same way that Blue Eyes is getting their a new structure deck, if you will. So I feel like if Red Eyes got their own structure deck with a new, with like a new Synchro, a new Xyz, a new Link Monster, a new Fusion, dude, Red Eyes could be a very powerful force to be reckoned with. So this card is actually not bad, and also you actually get to pop, you basically get to pop one of your opponent's cards, which makes this card even more interesting to handle, which is pretty crazy. And now for the other retrain, it is known as Firewing Pegasus, the Crimson Heavenly Horse. Quite the long name. And it is a 6-star fire beast with 2250 attack, 1800 defense, and it says that you can only special summon this card with the first effect of this card's name once per turn, and the second effect is also once per turn. The first effect reads, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, it can attack directly this turn. Second effect reads when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field as a quick effect, you can inflict damage to them equal to this card's chain link number times 300, and if you do, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects activated before this effect in this chain. So what's interesting is that your opponent really can't do a whole lot. They really can't do a whole lot in the scenario, because if your opponent were to activate a card that wipes out the whole back row, and your opponent activates a card, cards like say Imperm, and then say Imperm on this card, and then some other card or whatever. Literally, this card can't be destroyed by card effects, which it protects itself, but the chain has to be done a certain way, if that makes sense. And also depending on the chain link, the attack, or rather the damage, could potentially go up to 2,000 or 3,000 damage, which can help basically threaten lethal, especially if your opponent is down to let's say 2,500. This card, or sorry, wait, 2,500, or is it 2,000? No, I think down to let's say 2,000 as a random example, right? This card could literally threaten lethal if it attacks directly. It can literally threaten lethal, unless if your opponent had a card like say Mirror Force, which you really don't see Mirror Force all that often anymore in actual Yu-Gi-Oh. I know that in Duel Links and Master Duel you do see it quite often because it's a pretty powerful, you know, board wipe. But other than that, I mean, honestly, this card and Serpent Night Dragon, they're actually not too bad. They are pretty clever, I will say. I think both these cards do have the potential to be meta contenders, or perhaps potentially threaten the meta, especially Serpent Night Dragon, because of the fact that it's a 7-star and you can use it in Red Eyes decks. You can use it in Dragon Rulers if you were playing a Red Eyes package. Then Dragon Rulers, you can literally, hypothetically speaking, if you have Red Eyes, if you have a Red Eyes package in a Dragon Ruler deck, this card, Serpent Night Dragon, can actually become a very powerful threat to deal with in the meta, which will make it very annoying to deal with, especially with the fact that Flare Metal Dragon is still legal, which is perfectly fine. Big Eye, number 11 Big Eye is still around. Number 74 Master Blades is still around. I think number 80 Galaxy Queen, I think is her number. She's still around. I think she's level 9, level 7. It's either that. It's either her rank is 7 or 10. It's one of the. I think it's 10. But if you have a way to turn your monsters into level 10, Galaxy Queen can be a very powerful threat. So you got quite a few quite a few cards that can be very useful in a Dragon Ruler based deck, especially with a Red Eyes package. Is it possible that one or both these cards could be meta? 100%. Is it bound to happen? Firewing Pegasus, I doubt it. Serpent Night Dragon, definitely in Dragon Rulers, to say the very least. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.